Hello and welcome to another example of a battle. This time it's a bad example. I'm afraid to admit that I was actually a bit guilty here of following a so-called Lemmings train. Now, why am I following this Lemmings train? To be honest, my idea was first and foremost the fact that my tank is actually a Panzer IID. It's a bit weak. It's got a very weak machine gun, so it's certainly not for brawling a lot. It probably works better if it's in a pack with other tanks. But my idea wasn't so much to go down the side on a lemming train. My idea, as you'll see further up the battle, in fact I'll just fast forward a little bit, just so that, right, you can see that there is a concentration of tanks here. And my idea was actually to go around to the side and take these tanks from behind, because also my machine gun is a bit weak, so it has better chance of penetrating it when aiming the back of tanks rather than the front. And you can see here that I'm actually almost ignore that tank there and instead concentrate on going around the corner and attacking that tank there.
Penetration.
Now we get a bit distracted here, but I still think it's important to get rid of any enemy on the way. And suddenly, what do we find? The tanks that were here are now being covered by these tanks, so they're playing really well. They basically are blocking us. Some of our team is actually going to capture base, which is still a good move. But what is worrying is the fact that all this side of the map is completely empty. And we know that there were enemies there. In fact, we can see them there, the concentration as it used to be. However, we are winning 6-2. And hopefully some of our teams is going to go and capture base. What I don't understand is what are these tank destroyers doing? Why are they so slow? And what is this tank doing as well? Hiding right there, can you see, behind the base. Now look, this whole space is empty. Now that is bad news. We're capturing base, okay, it's going well. But what now? The enemy is also capturing the base. What is the mistake in this case? Not only we all went down one side and then they blocked us, so we were unable to go back to defend, but there was nobody defending base in the first place. And now we're all trying desperately to go back and reset. I'm actually stopping here to actually type something in the message in the chat, but there is no way we can catch up with this. At the same time, I'll just pause it a second. Look how many tanks we had, how many allies we had near the base. Now why didn't they go and capture? If they had captured there was at least a very narrow chance to capture faster than the enemy. Instead, what do? They all rush out. There's no way that from here you can get back to the base in time to reset. No chance. It's just too far. The only ones who have a slight chance is us. But to be very honest with you, it's too late. The reason why we lose is because there was basically nobody defending base, only just a few, and one of the tanks actually hid. He was actually hiding in a corner. I mean, what use is that? A big example of what not to do. Don't go in a Lemmings train, but especially make sure that there is somebody defending base, and those who are defending base do their job, because otherwise it's a defeat. Thank you for watching.